Now, you guys might not know this about me since this has primarily been a Pokemon card YouTube channel, but I love Star Wars. In fact, the nostalgia that I feel towards this franchise really goes much deeper than even my love for Pokemon. And since I've gotten back into collecting trading cards, naturally I wondered, are there Star Wars trading cards? And I came to discover that yes, there are. In fact, there are multiple, including one that's actually a TCG. But honestly, the ones that I came across didn't really interest me that much. A lot of Star Wars cards, particularly from Topps, feature photography of main characters and stills from the movies, which are okay in my opinion, but honestly, they didn't really speak to me in the same way that a lot of Pokemon cards do, which have fantastic artworks, and I've come to appreciate Pokemon cards as collecting little pieces of art. I had just kind of let it go for a while until just a few months ago, I discovered Star Wars Galaxy. Topps Star Wars Chrome Galaxy is a set that came out just back in 2021, but I just found out about it a few months ago. Let me tell you, these cards feature some amazing artworks from over the years, and while the Galaxy trading card sets have been around actually since 1993, what makes the 2021 set unique is that Topps coupled all of these fantastic artworks with some really unique holofoil patterns, or refractors as they're called in Topps cards. But each of these refractors, which are the chase cards of the set, are actually serialized, which means that they are a 1 of 150 or 1 of 75, even 1 of 1, making these cards much more rare than any other chase cards that you would find in Pokemon, for instance. The Chrome Galaxy set was so popular that right now a booster box goes for upwards of $600 on the secondary market. And so personally, I've been completely priced out of being able to open this box. I haven't opened it before, but I have begun collecting a lot of these cards because I just think they're fantastic and I want to share them with you today. Let me show you. Now, like I said, there are a lot of different Star Wars trading cards out there, but it seems like the most popular ones are from Topps. And of course, they have a bunch of different sets. So for instance, this is one from Masterwork. So this is not what I'm going to be showing you today, but I just wanted to show you this card just to give you an idea of what some of the other sets kind of look like. Again, if you're coming from sports, then you're obviously more used to cards that just feature a photo of the player, and of course in this case a photo of the character or the actor. But coming from Pokemon, I've come to appreciate trading cards as little art pieces, and so cards like this just don't quite encapsulate that as much for me. But anyway, I wanted to show off this card because I, believe it or not, I actually won this card from Whatnot. Whatnot is the app featuring live streamed auctions where you can bid on different trading cards and other collectibles and often get some great deals. Make sure you use my link in the description below to get a $10 credit towards your purchase on there. And they have recently opened up the Star Wars trading card category, so not a lot of streamers are doing that yet, but I am seeing a few, including who I got this from. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an idea of what some of the other Topps cards are like. I will say this is definitely cooler than I expected it would be. Definitely a really thick card stock, and it is numbered out of 299, so that part is cool. But anyway, guys, let's get into Star Wars Galaxy. Again, I really have been loving this set. So let me just show you one of my personal favorites that I own currently. And this is actually what you would call a base refractor. So basically in the set you have just regular base cards, which don't have the refractor reflective aspect to it like this one does, but you can tell for sure if you look on the back that it actually says that it's a refractor. So this one is called an oversized presence, obviously featuring C3PO, and kind of cool because you can see Han and Chewie down there and Luke and Leia kind of just holding them in the palms of his hands like he's a god, which is kind of reminiscent for me of the Return of the Jedi scene where he's held up as a god by the Ewoks. So again, this is a regular refractor. So this is still kind of a hit. You're going to expect at least one of these in every pack. However, it's not the main chase that you're looking for. What you're looking for is the numbered refractors. So I actually happen to have this same card in a numbered refractor, which is right here. So this one, as you can see, features a different hollow pattern. It's a more of a cracked ice look to it. They actually call this the atomic refractor. So it's really cool looking. Just kind of gives it more of a flare. And if we look on the back, you can see that this one is numbered 45 out of 150. So again, guys, there are only 150 of these in existence. Of course, there are different parallels of this, meaning, of course, we saw one of those parallels, but there are a few other versions of this which have a different hollow pattern. But as far as the atomic refractor, there are only 150 of these, and I own one of them, which is pretty exciting. So like I said, there are different parallels of kind of the same artwork, and so let me show you kind of another example of that. So here we actually have another numbered card with the wave refractor. Pretty cool, honestly. Basically all the ones with the waves are numbered out of 99, and so we've got 88 out of 99 for a sad farewell, which I think this is such a cool card because this is a scene we never actually got to see. Leia, of course, the young Carrie Fisher, Leia, embracing her father, Bail Organa. Now, of course, Bail Organa was never seen in the original trilogy. We only heard about him, and of course, he died in the when Alderaan was destroyed by the Death Star. And so this is kind of cool and sad at the same time. Again, a sad farewell. This must have been just the trip right before we see Leia in the ship in A New Hope. So I think it's a really cool concept. And of course, Bail Organa is, we do see him in the prequel trilogy, and we actually saw him in Rogue One, as well as the most recent Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. But of course, we've never seen him alongside his adult daughter in this way. So anyway, just kind of a cool concept there. So those wave refractors are numbered out of 99. And then we also have another unique one here. This one is what you call a prism refractor. It's honestly probably my least favorite out of all of them, but still pretty neat. These ones are numbered out of 75, so quite actually a little bit more rare than even the waves or the atomics. I would say the atomics are probably a crowd favorite, so it's kind of cool that it's a chase, but it's actually one of the more attainable chases, being out of 150. But anyway, this one is a pretty cool one. It's kind of almost like a propaganda sort of poster or inspirational type poster that you might see in school or something like that, featuring the lightsabers of, let's see, we got Mace Windu in the middle there, we got Obi-Wan and his lightsaber there, and then Anakin to the right there. So definitely a cool one. So let's look at some of these other ones. And actually, I obtained a few of these just base refractors, like this one here. Somebody on eBay, they took a while to send off my package, and so they actually threw in some of these base refractors. I actually didn't purchase any of them. So as you can see, this one is just a regular refractor featuring IG-88. But you know what? This is like the card I didn't know I needed. It's actually super cool looking. I might have to purchase one in one of the numbered parallels. I love the colors on it. It kind of has that 80s, almost Terminator look to it. And so, yeah, definitely appreciate that card. And you may see me open up one in the atomic refractor eventually. Let's look at another cool one. Right here, we actually have Jango Fett. And this is, again, another atomic refractor. I definitely have the most, or out of all the ones I own, most of them are the atomic because they are a little bit easier to come by than some of the other ones. And this one is numbered 60 out of 150. Definitely a really cool one. You can see subtly you have kind of a ringed planet, kind of like Saturn behind him. Again, I think this is a really sweet one. And of course, any any cards featuring the Mandalorian armor is just sweet. So we'll stick that away. And now the only refractor that's not really represented here, or at least the unique one, is known as the Mojo refractor. I haven't been able to get any of those yet, but those are the ones that are numbered out of 50, so even more rare still. They look pretty cool. They have kind of this little zigzag pattern. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully I can acquire one of those eventually. And then they also have those that are numbered, I believe, out of 10 and 25. Yeah, that's right, 10 and 25. So the 25 one actually looks like a regular base refractor, except it has kind of a purple shiny logo. And then I think if I'm not mistaken, I think the numbered of 10 is similar, but it has a red logo on it instead. And then of course there's also super refractors, which are the 1 of 1. So those ones typically I think have a gold look to them. But anyway, just wanted to explain some of those things. Sorry I don't have any of those to show you today, but this set also features some additional kind of series of cards. And what I like about this set in general is a lot of these do remind me of the classic posters that you'd see, just how they are actually a hand-drawn artwork, but they actually have actual posters in this set as well. And again, they have these just in the regular refractor form, but this is actually a numbered one, and it actually has the green border, which makes it more unique. So these are basically all the global posters. So as you can see, this one I believe is in Spanish, or no, Portuguese, I mean. So this is the Brazilian poster for Empire Strikes Back, and this one is numbered 34 of 99. Really sweet artwork, and yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy these ones in particular. They have a few other kind of card series. I don't know if that's the best description for them, but yeah, like they have some that are kind of these like Empire propaganda posters, which are kind of interesting. I believe they also have ones that kind of feature the toys of Star Wars. So some other kind of interesting stuff in the set. There's a lot of different cards in this set, but anyway, the ones I'm showing you here are the ones that I've been kind of focusing on, being the main cards and then also the global posters. So here's another one that I've acquired, and this is of course for A New Hope. I think this one is the one that is from Spain. Yep, it is. So this one is numbered 90 of 99. Next up, we have a pretty cool and quirky one here. This one is also a wave refractor, and I think it looks super sweet in the wave because you got this like fire backdrop of Obi-Wan, the Ian McGregor Obi-Wan, and his pal, is it Dax, I think? It probably tells us on the back, but anyway, let me just show off the wave real quick. It's very subtle on this one. Offbeat Buddies is what this one's called, numbered 45 of 99. And Dexter. Dax is one of the pilots, I believe. Yeah, so his friend Dexter, who is just kind of a random I guess grease cook in a little diner in the old Republic. So very cool character, and just the way that the lightsaber and his little knife there kind of almost like mirror each other. It's kind of cool. And you know, it's maybe not a favorite, but this is actually the only card in this set that features the Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. So for that reason, I had to pick this one up. All right, now we're on to some of my personal favorites and some that I am trying to collect all of, which is my favorite character of all. You guessed it, Luke Skywalker. This is a pretty sweet one. It's called Luke's Ground Assault. Again, a numbered of 150 with the atomic refractor on it, showing him kind of on the Hoth planet attacking the is it AT-AT or ATST? I can't remember, but yeah, definitely a cool artwork. I love like the silver in the background and how it kind of matches up with his lightsaber blade. And we got another Luke card here from Return of the Jedi, of course. Another atomic refractor. Luke kind of finally maturing into the Jedi he is meant to become. Dashing Daring Do, numbered 28 out of 150. A pretty cool one. Not my favorite Luke card of all in this set, but definitely a cool one. All right, and this one is actually a Luke card, but you might not be able to tell at first glance, but let's take a look here. All right, this one, I love the colors on this one, the yellows and the blues. This one actually is kind of a scene that wasn't even in A New Hope, but it's kind of talked about, where when they're in the meeting about how to destroy the Death Star, Luke says, you know, I used to shoot womp rats back at home in his ship. Probably tells you exactly what it is on the back here. Okay, the T-16 Skyhopper. It's like, yeah, I used to kill womp rats in my T-16 back at home. Another 150, but you can look very closely. You can actually see Luke's face in the background there, with his eye as one of the 2 Tatooine suns. You can see the womp rat down here. It's definitely a little bit hard to make out in this atomic refractor, but let me actually show you, because I have the base refractor of this one as well, so you can kind of see that a lot better. Yeah, this one is one I may have to maybe pick up in the purple or red, because you can make out the artwork a lot better. But I think that's really cool, the way his eye is one of the twin sons of Tatooine. And as you can see, just a normal refractor. All right, guys, well, we saved the best for last here, and believe it or not, it's actually not a numbered card, but this is what many people consider to be the chase of the entire set. What we have here is the Jedi a la Kurosawa, a very, very beautiful artwork featuring the Jedi of the Old Republic. You see Anakin, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and several others who I don't know their names. But yeah, a lot of people consider this to be the chase of the set, and because of that, even this base refractor is actually worth quite a bit. I still paid a pretty penny for even just this. And so you can see Jedi a la Kurosawa is the name. It says Randy Martinez pays homage to 7 samurai with a rendition of 7 Jedi, Yoda, Anakin, Skywalker, Ayala Sakura, Shakti, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan, and Kit Fisto. So yeah, just a beautiful card, even in a regular refractor. I don't know if I'll be able to afford to buy one in an atomic parallel or one of the others. I would love to one day, but we will see, because they are quite expensive. So this is a really cool one, and sort of wanted to end off with this one, but actually, believe it or not, I actually got another card in the mail today, which I haven't even opened myself, haven't looked at it yet, so I wanted to open this up with you guys. So I get most of these cards just from eBay, so this one is also from eBay here. So we'll take the opportunity to end off the video with a mail opening. We'll see what we have. I think this one is actually a pretty cool one that I've been eyeing for a while. We'll say they definitely packaged it quite well. Oh, and by the way, guys, I actually wanted to mention that, believe it or not, supposedly before the end of the year, we are actually going to see another one of these Galaxy Chrome sets released. Now, I haven't been able to find much information about it, but I actually heard from a streamer just today that I believe it's actually releasing at the end of this month. I think on the 21st, I believe. correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, guys, and I kind of wanted to get this video out. I've been meaning to make this video for a long time now, and so my collection has grown slowly over the last few months, but I definitely wanted to get this video out before the new set because I'd like to know, what do you guys think? Should I open some cards on the stream? Oh, look at that. Well, that was interesting. They actually included a few other goodies in here. Well, maybe we'll save that for just a moment, because we actually have a pack here to open up. This is pretty cool. Solo, a Star Wars story with Denny's on it. Collect 1 to 6 for puzzle. Okay, interesting. All right, and it looks like it is a top set. Let's see what this is about. I've never opened Star Wars cards before, so this will be my first Star Wars opening that you're witnessing right here. You know, I liked Solo, a Star Wars story. I know it was, didn't get very good numbers at the box office, but I actually thought it was pretty decent. So anyway, okay, you got a little thing there, a little coupon, a little advertisement, and we got a card with the Denny's logo on it. Whoa, okay, sorry, there's 2 in here. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Therm Scissor Punch. I do not know anything about that character. And then Val. I do remember her. Okay, very interesting. Nothing crazy, but pretty fun just to open up a pack in the video today. But let me go ahead and reveal what we have as our final Star Wars Galaxy card. We have one called The Rule of 2, and as you can see, it is a 16 out of 99, which will be the wave refractor. Ooh, now that is awesome. Look at that. Okay, man, and a flawless card. Yeah, this one is just cool. Obviously has Vader in it, but it features the Emperor Palpatine. But what's unique about this is it's not actually the Ian McDiarmid Palpatine. It's actually the first actor who portrayed him just briefly in Empire Strikes Back in the original version of the movie. They've since gone and superimposed Ian McDiarmid's Emperor into the movie, but originally it was this kind of skinny, well-spoken British, I think British guy in a cloak, and then they kind of changed up the look of him completely for Return of the Jedi. So definitely cool and kind of historic in that way. Again, we'll take a look at the back. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to see these Star Wars Galaxy cards in my collection, and if it's your first time hearing about them, let me know that in the comments below. And also, if you decided you're going to start collecting these as well, let me know that as well. Check out one of these videos on screen for more trading card content. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe below to support the channel. And I want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. Oh yeah, and may the Force be with you.